Tank up there in the top 10 in pound for pound. He has to be somewhere in pound for pound. And Canelo done something that is amazing when Canelo was able to go to light heavyweight and become light heavyweight champion. Something that I didn't even see him going up that heavy, and he did that. So, but as of right now, I have to put Terence Crawford.
The Al Sheikh has said he wants to see Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford. What is your honest thoughts on that as an opportunity and a potential fight?
Oh, it's always is a chance there, right? We'll see, but always is a chance there, and we're here to make the best deals and always.
Boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr. shared his thoughts on a possible mega fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. As an undefeated champion who has fought Canelo and watched Crawford's rise, Mayweather's opinion matters. He breaks down the fight, analyzing both fighters' strengths, weaknesses, and key strategies that could decide the winner.
I hang around Terence and both guys, class act. Well, I'm proud of Terence Crawford. Proud of him. But you know, after the fight, after all the Terence Crawford fights, I always text him or call him and say congratulations. With Earl Spence, same thing. You know, a lot of times you're gonna hear certain things. You know, I'm not jealous of these fighters. I'm proud of these fighters. I'm for real. I'm very, very proud of them.
Mayweather's analysis is especially interesting because he was the first to expose Canelo Alvarez's weaknesses in their 2013 fight. At the time, Canelo was an undefeated rising star, but he struggled against Mayweather's superior boxing IQ, defense, and counterpunching. Despite winning by majority decision, Mayweather clearly dominated the fight, proving he was on another level.
At what? Were you 23?
23.
That's so fucking young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him because, you know, if you beat him, you want to be the best in the world. 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience, he's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but when you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No, I think he's one. I tough fights and deep.
Mayweather's ability to dodge Canelo's punches and land clean counters showed Canelo's struggles against slick defensive boxers. Over the years, Canelo has improved a lot, becoming a multi-division champion and dominating different weight classes. However, Mayweather still believes that skilled technical fighters like Crawford could give Canelo serious trouble.
In your opinion, who's the best fighter in the world?
We can't put Tank up there in the top 10 in pound for pound. He has to be somewhere in pound for pound. And Canelo done something that's amazing when Canelo was able to go to light heavyweight and become light heavyweight champion. Something that I didn't even see him going up that heavy, and he did that. So, but as of right now, I have to put Terence Crawford.
Mayweather has often praised Terence Crawford, calling him the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Crawford's ability to switch between orthodox and southpaw makes him unpredictable, and his high ring IQ helps him read opponents and adjust mid-fight, something Mayweather was known for. Crawford dominated the welterweight division, especially with his win over Errol Spence Jr., proving he is on another level. But the big question in a fight against Canelo Alvarez is whether he can handle the size and power of a naturally bigger fighter. Canelo is known for his powerful left hook and body shots, breaking down top opponents. He has fought as high as 175 kilos, giving him a clear size and strength advantage over Crawford, who has never fought above 147 kilos. Since his loss to Mayweather, Canelo has also improved his defense, using better head movement and upper body slips. However, one of Canelo's weaknesses is struggling against fighters with a light movement and defense. Mitri Bivol, who beat Canelo, used footwork, speed, and counterpunching to neutralize his power. Mayweather sees similarities between Bivol and Crawford, as both use high boxing IQ to frustrate opponents. Crawford controls the pace of a fight, lands precise counters, and adapts to different styles. His knockout power at welterweight is clear, but it's uncertain if it would be enough to keep Canelo at bay. One concern for Crawford is his tendency to start slow, taking a few rounds to adjust. Against a heavy puncher like Canelo, a slow start could be dangerous. Getting caught early might make it hard for him to recover, especially at a higher weight class.
Fighters right now in boxing. That's your top five right now in boxing. Not your the top five in boxing right now. Right now.
Champions or just anybody?
Top five right now.
Shakur number one, hands down. Tank, he up there. Canelo, in a way. Tyson Fury.
Damn. That's now back beforehand. Back, back.
Mayweather thinks that while Canelo is an elite fighter, Crawford's technical skills give him a real chance to win. He believes Crawford's superior footwork and counterpunching could cause Canelo problems. However, Mayweather also notes that weight matters a lot in boxing. Canelo's experience at higher weights could make a big difference. If the fight happens at super middleweight, Canelo would have a size and strength advantage, making it tough for Crawford to stick to this game plan. But if they agree on a catch weight around 160 kg, it might level the field, letting Crawford keep his speed without losing much power. Mayweather warns against comparing Crawford's win over Errol Spence Jr. to a potential fight with Canelo. While Spence was a top welterweight, he doesn't have the same power or physicality as Canelo. Plus, Canelo has faced top defensive fighters like Mayweather himself and proven he can take punches from bigger opponents, something Crawford hasn't dealt with.
The deterioration is there. Not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on him. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock him out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Of course, a knockdown every time, power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys. He is fighting younger.
This fight would be one of the biggest boxing events in modern history. A win for Canelo would solidify his legacy as the best pound-for-pound fighter of his era, proving he can handle any style. If Crawford wins, it would be a historic achievement, placing him among legends who moved up in weight to defeat top champions. Mayweather believes Crawford's technical skills give him the edge, but he's cautious in making a final prediction due to the weight difference. If the fight happens, it will be a battle of power versus precision, shaping both fighters' legacies. Talks for the fight have recently gained momentum, surprising fans. Many expect Canelo to win due to his size advantage, but some, like Jake Paul, believe Crawford's skills could help him pull off an upset. On the Ring Champs podcast, Paul expressed doubts about Crawford's ability to carry his power to a higher weight, but still picked him to win. His business partner, Nakisa Badarian, strongly disagreed, believing Canelo would dominate. Many in the boxing world side with Canelo. Promoter Eddie Hearn and fighter Demetrius Andrade both pointed out the major size difference, calling it a tough fight for Crawford. The WBC interim champion David Benavidez, who also wants to fight Canelo, praised Crawford's skills, but emphasized that weight classes exist for a reason. Despite the doubts, Crawford is pushing for this fight, willing to move up 2 weight classes and give up 14 ovs. Negotiations are reportedly in the final stages, and as the fight gets closer, the boxing world remains split on how it will play.
I'm back again, the biggest hater in the sport of boxing. Yo, real quick, just got done. Woke up 3 a.m. I don't know, someone told me to study Canelo, study Crawford. Crawford about to beat the shit out of Canelo Alvarez. I'm letting y'all know right now, he about to beat the brakes off of Canelo Alvarez. Yes, he is. Number 2, Devin Haney. You want to get back, man, go back to your roots, bro. Go back to where you started. Where'd you start? You started in Mexico, man. Go back, get one of those guys out of there, man. Go back, start there. That's where you start. Go back to your roots, bro. Get some of that humble pie, bro. Go back, start where you started. Start where you started. And, bro, I'm telling you, you go back where you started, you're going to come back up. You're going to come back up on top.
Stepping up 14 ovs to fight a top-level super middleweight like Canelo is no easy task. He has dominated the division since 2020, making a potential fight with Crawford a true challenge. Both fighters bring unique strengths, making this a highly anticipated super fight. Israel Madrimut, who lost to Crawford last year in a light middleweight title fight, believes Canelo will win by decision. He sees the size difference as a major factor, but remains focused on his own upcoming fight against undefeated Ortiz. Another fighter weighing in on the matchup is WBC lightweight champion Shakur Stevenson. Despite the weight gap, Stevenson believes Crawford has the skills to outbox Canelo. Terence will outbox the hell out of Canelo. He told IFL TV a key detail of the fight is that there will be no rehydration clause, meaning Canelo won't have to limit his weight gain after the weigh-in. Crawford's trainer, Brian Bomack McIntyre, called rehydration clauses unfair, arguing that once both fighters make weight, they should fight without restrictions. Crawford and Canelo are both multi-division world champions, but Crawford remains undefeated at 41-0, while Canelo has 2 losses, one to Floyd Mayweather Jr. and another to Dmitry Bivol. Crawford has long wanted this fight, but Canelo has shown little interest, reportedly demanding a massive payday. Crawford's defining moment came 2 years ago when he dominated Errol Spence Jr., proving doubters wrong with a 9th-round TKO. Some critics claimed he drained Spence by forcing him to cut weight, but McIntyre insists that won't be a factor against Canelo. Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo's former promoter, believes another fighter, David Benavidez, has the best chance of beating Canelo. He predicts Benavidez would win easily, saying Canelo is slowing down with age.